Hello everyone, I welcome you again. And this video we are going to learn that how to create an EC2 instance. Already we have discussed in detail that uh, what is EC2 instance and how to create the virtual machine onto the cloud using the AWS cloud. Already we have discussed in detail. So in this video, what we are doing, we are quickly making one instance, EC2 instance, or you can say the Ubuntu instance, and then we create an AMI of this instance, and then we will use this AMI to create another instance in the other region. Okay, so we would be having one instance first we will create, and then we will create an AMI out of it, and this AMI we are going to use to create a new instance in some other region. Whatever the AMI we are creating, that is specific to one region. So if you create, let's say, one AMI in the region, let's say North Virginia, and then if you want to use the same AMI in the Ohio region, then it will not be visible there. So we need to copy it, and then we can make use of the same AMI. So we will be going to demonstrate all this in this video. So let's start. So we are going to do these steps. We will be going to create one Ubuntu instance, and we are calling it as server one, and then let it be somewhere in the Europe region. And then we will going to install Apache server onto this Ubuntu machine, and then we will create the AMI of the of this instance that we have just created. So AMI means it will create an image of the server that we have just created, that will uh, keep all the configuration that we have given to a server, the operating system, the configuration of the RAM, the processor, and at the top, whatever the software we have installed will be there inside the AMI. And then we will use this AMI to configure or provision a new server in some other region, let's say in Japan. So some more points to remember, that we are going to access Ubuntu using the keyword Ubuntu here, and to install Apache we are going to use this command sudo apt-get install Apache 2. Okay. And finally, I have already make a note. You can see here that if you are using a free tier account, then you need to do it carefully in order to avoid any cost that come to your bill. So just after practicing, delete all the resources that we are deploying onto the uh, that we are provisioning onto the cloud. So let's start. Okay, this is my AWS account. So I'm quickly going to the instances. I'm going to create one to instance. So let us have a quickly look to it. This is what we're going to do. Okay, so the very first thing is we are going to create an Ubuntu instance. Okay, so go to instance, and then I will go to instance. So it is the status, means if you want to see that at any point of time, what is the status of the resources which you are using. So this you can get this screen and click launch instance, and then I have given the name server one. So we will follow this the same thing, and then I am going to use the access existing. So so far I don't have any AMI credit, so I am going to use a existing configuration posed by this AWS. So I'm using this Ubuntu machine, and you can see the configuration which is written here. Okay, and then it is a T2 micro instance type. Already we discussed what is the meaning of instance type. So I'm just keeping all the things default, because this video is basically to see how to create AMI and how we can use the AMI to provision our virtual machine. So let us create one keep here. So let's say the name is demo key, and we need a .ppk file here. So create a keep here. I'm going to save it in a download folder. So you need to very careful that where this file is going to store, because this is something that to be used when you want to connect to your Ubuntu machine from your machine. If you want to connect, then this is required. So I'm keeping it in download folder. You can keep it safely. Okay. Then uh, I'm keeping all the things default. Let me check. Okay, I'll keep the uh, security group I'm going to create, and in this security group, I'm allowing all the traffic. I want to do SSH to connect. Also, I will allow this HTTP and HTTPS traffic to connect to my machine. Okay, and the remaining things I'm keeping it default, and then click on launch instance, view all instances. So you can see that server one, this is the one that we have just trying to provision onto the cloud. It is still not ready. It is just configuring itself. So you can, by the time you can see all the other status. So it has assigned one public IP address is assigned here. This is required if you want to access it uh, using a browser. You can use this public IP and then you can connect to your Ubuntu machine. This is the private IP given to our machine. And so uh, it stays is still pending, means it's not yet uh, configured properly. So it will take some time. Okay, by the time you can just have a look that what are the different things, means it's all the kind of specification, the configuration that we have with our Ubuntu machine. Okay, so go to the status and then you can also refresh just to, so it's now running here. Okay, so quickly we will try to connect uh, with this instance that we have created. So for this, we will just click on it and then we will go to, so here we are actually needing a putty. So I'm going to use putty to connect to my server instance. So putty already is in my machine. I have already installed that putty. It is here. You can see this is putty is here. I'm going to use this. And then I need to, in order to connect this, I need to provide the public IP address here. So I'll just go back to this configuration and I will check what is the public IP address. You can copy this from here and then go back to this putty. We have to provide this, paste here, and then we go to SSH and then we have to provide the credentials. So we have to provide the key that we have generated. So we'll click on it and the key I have, it is in my download folder. So you can see this is the demo key. We will, and then you will click on open, say accept. And then to connect to Ubuntu, we have to write Ubuntu and we are able to connect uh, with our instance here. You can just clear the screen by the command clear. It's clear now. Now, if I want to, install. So in order to install Apache server, we have to. So at this point of time, this is just kind of a instance which does not have any application running on it. So if I want to install Apache 2, so I need to write sudo apt get install Apache 2. Okay, so we'll go back here. I will write here sudo apt get. We have to write sudo apt get install Apache 2. So let me write the command again. Sudo apt. It is going to install into our instance. It will take a few minutes to get it ready for us. Okay, so it is done. So also you can see that is this the same machine that we have actually created for us. So you can see this is having the IP 132.31.42.180, 132.31.42.180. So this is the same machine that we have just created, and we are also able to connect with the machine. We have installed the Apache server onto it. Now, if I want to connect this, I will just copy this IP here. I will just write it here and see this is visible to us. So successfully we have installed the this Apache server into our Ubuntu instance. Now I want to create the same kind of I want to provision the same kind of structure, means this machine onto different areas. So what should I do? First, I need to, so the one way is you need to just do it from the very beginning. You have to, identify the OS, and then you have to install all the application that you want to run on it. Or you can just create the image of that particular configuration that you want to use in other location. So we are going to create the AMI. So it will create the image of this entire configuration. So we'll go back and okay, this is done. So we will go back here, and then we will go to instance. It's running here, so we'll just select this and we can go to the action, I guess. Yes, we can. We have to go to image, and then you can click on create image, and then you can say it as my AMI. You can give any name, whatever you want. This is just for demo purpose. So we have given my AMI, and this we are uh, actually doing in North Virginia region. Okay, so also you have to keep a note that we are doing all this in North Virginia. So this AMI is going to be actually created in this region. This is not visible in other regions. So we need to copy this AMI to other regions. So we'll see this. Now this is done, and just click on create image, and we are done with it. And in order to cross check that the AMI is ready for us or not, we can go here and we can look to the images. You can go to images and you can go for AMI, and you can see that my AMI is actually now it's still pending, so it is be ready in just a few minutes for you. So it is now done. So what is the second thing we need to do? The second thing is, once so we are done with this Ubuntu instance, we are done with this Apache server installation, we are done with creating an AMI. Now we have to create another instance in some other region, let's say in Japan, using the same AMI. So we will go back and let us create one new instance. So let's say go to instance, and then let's say launch instance. But now we want to launch the instance in, let's say, other region. Mm, so for this account, these kind of regions are not visible or available to work on. So I need to only select all these regions which are giving in bright. So I am going to, let's say, use Mumbai to provision a new instance. So when I go here in this region, in Mumbai region, you can see the Mumbai is visible here. And if I go to the instances, and if I look to the AMI, now this there is no AMI is not visible. Even if I want to launch a instance using the AMI which I have created. So you can see there is no option for the AMI which we have already created. So first we need to copy that AMI and bring it to this Mumbai region. So okay, so I will go back to Virginia region, and here I will go to this option AMI. Here this is my AMI, and I will select this AMI, and then I need to go to the action, and then I will be copy this AMI, and then I need to specify that what is the location I want. So my destination region is I am looking for Mumbai. Okay, and then uh, we are just keeping this only, the default options we are just keeping, and then copy AMI. So I believe we are done with the copying of the AMI in the North Virginia region to the Mumbai region. So let us go to Mumbai region and let's have a look. Now you can see here, this is Mumbai, and we are able to see that AMI is visible now. So refresh this. So let us go back. Now we no more needing this instance. Already we have checked. So it's always good to delete your instances whenever you don't need it. So I'll go to instances. This is my instance. So it's running. Okay. So let us stop this. We are no more needing this instance. So instance state. First, let me stop it and then I will terminate it. Okay, we are done. And AMI is also visible here. You can see here. So you can see it status is available here. That means now this AMI is actually ready to provision any of the resources using this image. So let us also see the status here in the Mumbai region. It is still showing pending. So let us make it available. Then only we can use it. So let us refresh this. Once it becomes kind of available, we can use this option to create the instance using this AMI. So we'll wait for some more time. Okay. So it's showing, it's still showing pending. Okay. So we'll refresh and we'll, by the time we will try to, you know, uh, use this and let us see that it will allow or not. Let us check. Uh, so we'll go, we will go and see launch instance from this AMI. And let's say this is my server 2. I have given the name and then you can see I'm using my AMI and this is the AMI which I want to use. So you can see this is actually not allowing us to select because it is not actually available. It will take some time to get it configured. But if you go to North Virginia and if you find if you go to instances, so already we have just stopped the instance, and if you want to create a new instance using our AMI, so you can go to this AMI. You can either go from here or you can go to the instance and then launch instance. So I will select here and you can say that option is coming launch instance from this AMI. I can go here and if I say let's say demo instance and I want to do it from the AMI which is owned by me, and then I will so I will be using the same configuration. I will using the same key which I am having, the demo key, and keep everything same and just click on launch instance. So I have created one more instance using the AMI which we have created. So you can just have a look here. See, this is the demo instance that we have created using the existing AMI, and you can see that if you just refresh it and you see the status. So you can see that if you want to see more details, you can see this is the public IP and private IP. So all is given here. So we'll wait for some time. Let the this instance should provision completely. So now it says running. And also you can see I have just pasted this IP. This is the IP of our newly created instance. This is, you can see here. This is the the demo instance, and the IP is 54.84.15.192. And so if you can go here and see 54.84.15.92, and I have just access my Ubuntu instance using this URL. And because we have used the AMI, that's why already this Apache 2 is already installed in our Ubuntu machine. Otherwise, if you are going to create a new Ubuntu machine or a new Ubuntu instance, and if you want to access like this is not shown to you because Apache by default is not installed onto it. So this is the kind of proof that we have created our new instance using a AMI which we have created. So now we can go back to our Mumbai region and see the status here. Okay, so I'm going to instance here, and this is done for me. I am not interested any in these instances. I'm going to just delete all these, terminate. And then I go to Virginia region. Sorry, Virginia, we already here. We are going to Mumbai region and see the status. So AMI is still not done here. So we have to wait for some time. And once it is showing available, we are ready to create the instance. So we have to wait for some time. So now we can see that in the Mumbai region, this is available. Means now this AMI is ready for us to use in order to create an instance. So let us create one new instance using this AMI. So we'll go here and we'll click launch instance from this AMI. So let's say this is server 2. I have given the name, and I am going to select the AMI which we have created. So this AMI is basically a Ubuntu machine on which we have the Apache Server 2 is already installed. This is done, and then we will keep this T2 micro, and then we have to create a key pair we will create. So it is a let's say new key, and I'm keeping this in download folder. Okay. After this, I will be keeping all the things same. I would like to connect to the using SSH, or at the same time I would like to access the Apache Server 2 using this browser. So I will say launch instance, and it is happening in this Mumbai region. Earlier we did in the Virginia region. Okay, so view all the instances. So in this Mumbai region, so far we don't have any instances. We have just created the first instance, Ubuntu instance, using the AMI which we have. So we can just go here. You can just copy this public IP just to uh, access that Apache server. So you can go to instance, and it's running now, and we will try to access it. Okay, so see, it is actually uh, done. That means we have created our new virtual machine using the AMI. Otherwise, this page would have not shown to us. And also, we can just connect this server, this virtual machine using the PuTTY. Already, we have seen how to do it. So we are done with this, and If once our work is done, it's always good to, just delete all the things which is not required. So I'm going to terminate it. So this is all for the session. And finally, what we have learned. So let me just summarize. So we have first deployed one Ubuntu machine onto this AWS cloud. So this is a Ubuntu EC2, and then on the top of it, we have actually installed the Apache, and then we have created the AMI, and we did all this in North Virginia region. And then we have created the AMI, and this AMI we want to use to create a new instance in Mumbai region. So we have copied the AMI from North Virginia and pasted, or you can say copied into the Mumbai region. And then we have created a new instance using this AMI. So all this we have seen. So I hope this is understood to you. That's all for this video. In the next video, we'll see some more things. Thank you very much.